Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the virtual meeting on LIS EBEIS. Sun Tzu says, plan for what is difficult while it is easy to do what is great while it is small. We would like to welcome our LIS ICT school head in the elementary, secondary, public school, and private school. This activity will be for today's April 14, 2021. Let's now prepare for the opening prayer and pambansang awit.
Manalangin po tayo sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Ama naming pinakamakapangyarihan sa lahat, sa muli pong pagsilip itong bagong umaga, naway ipagkaloob po sa amin ang kadalisayan ng iyong liwanag upang sumilay sa aming mga puso. Ituro mo po, Panginoon, ang karunungan sa aming pang-araw-araw na pagpapasya, ang kakanyang umunawa sa di sinasadyang pagkakamali ng iba, ang kakayahang makiisa sa mga hakbanging ikauunlad ng aming sarili, ng aming sangay, ang sangay ng Camarines at ng aming bayan. Panginoon, ituloy po pong makita namin ang kabutihan sa puso ng bawat isa. Hilubin mo po ang aming mga puso ng takot at pangamba sa patuloy na pagtitig ng buhay ng mikrobyong hindi namin nakikita. Higit sa lahat, Panginoon, samahan mo po kami sa aming paglalakbay sa buhay. Akalin mo po kami sa mabuting landas upang kami mailigtas pagdating ng takdang wakas. Ito'y inihiling namin sa ngalan ng iyong anak na sa Jesus, sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, pwes magsilanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, guyot ka ng magiting, sa lulupig, di ka masisihin, sa dagat at bundok, sa siway at sa
In behalf of our planning officer, my salutation. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Given me 6 hours to drop down a tree and I will spend the first hours sleeping the axe." No matter how much time you are given in the planning phase, you should always spend a good chunk of it to make sure all your tool and resources are ready to achieve everything you have in your mind. We are now breaking the big plan into a small step, and we make the first step right away. This will be our team to succeed. Again, good luck to us and let us keep the learning and burning for the workplace of the learners. Good morning and welcome to the meeting. You can now still watch our virtual in Facebook and YouTube. And now let us also call our SDS, Ma'am Loida and Idea, for their inspirational message.
Thank you very much and good morning, everyone.
Dear SDS, Ma'am Lloyd, everyone around us to become better.
At the outset, I like to congratulate the SGOD through the planning unit for spearheading this activity. This is really very relevant considering that in the recent issuance of the central office, SDO Kamsur has only registered 26.42% of the early registration data, and that is the lowest among the 13 schools division of Bicol region. And so I reiterate to all the school heads and the IT of each of the school to please facilitate the registration. It's not expected that we have a very high turnout, but we are expecting the schools to come up with a 100% response to the online registration. In that manner, we will be able to assist the DepEd Central Office in coming up with a decision. So this is a decision point on how the resources will be distributed to all the schools division in the succeeding years. So my dear personnel in charge of this, please make sure that we participate and we engage fully in this activity. Focus on what our facilitators and resource speakers will share with us. And I know this had been your activity for quite some time already. Hopefully, in the process of doing the activity, we will be able to really perfect the process and make sure, despite the limited internet connectivity, we will be able really to participate well. In that process, we will be able to make access a reality. Looking at what the Secretary is telling us, we have to make sure that we count every child. May they be in the regular school or in the alternative learning system, may they be in ALS and in Alive, in SPED, or in iPad, they have to be counted. So please participate, make this activity a very productive one so that we will all be assisting SDO Camarinesur in uplifting its percentage of participation, especially so that we are lowest in the Bicol region. Thank you very much and God bless everyone. Please be safe always. Thank you. Especially so that we are lowest in the Bicol region. Thank you very much and God bless everyone. Please be safe always. Thank you. Especially so that we are lowest in the Bicol region. Thank you very much and God bless everyone. Please be safe.
Thank you
always.
very much,
Thank you.
Ma'am Lloyd and Idea.
So that we are lowest in the Bicol region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
And God
Ma'am
bless
Lloyd and
everyone.
Idea.
Please be safe.
for the
Thank you very much,
inspirational
Ma'am
message.
Lloyd and Idea. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Thank you very much. We would like our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. This time, we would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. This time, we would like to listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. This time,
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
this time, may we now listen to our SGOD Chief, Sir Pedro Pelonio, for his message for everyone. Sir Peter, go ahead po. Thank you po.
Okay. Good morning to the school's division superintendent, Ma'am Lloyd Danidea, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Sir Lauro, Ma'am Kekil, and Ma'am Dean, and also to the chief of the curriculum implementation division, Ma'am Maben, to the public school supervisors, education program supervisors, school heads of elementary and secondary, and both private and public, LIS coordinators or ICT coordinators, SGOD team, IT team. Good morning. Today is a very important day to the SDO Camarines Sur because of the presence of important people in the schools who religiously contributing the success in the consolidation and providing data of the planning office of the division of Camarines. Today is your orientation because we will give you the important information, especially of submitting to us the needed data requested by the regional office and the national office that will be used in the planning, in providing or in the preparation of the budget and other related um, planning activities of the national office. Today, we are very thankful of your presence and we are very thankful of the team of the planning and research unit for initiating this virtual orientation for you to be guided of the important role of everybody. I would like to reiterate that your role is very, very important. We are very, very thankful of the different contribution that you shared to us and responding to our call. But still, sabi nga, kung minsan hindi pa po tayo nakakaabot sa dapat na petsa na dapat nating maibigay ang ating mga data. So maybe because of this orientation, we will able to level up our performance, our objective that in the early enrollment this time, we want all schools to participate. So nasa 26% pa lang po tayo. So we want you to be counted of the things or of the enrollment. So please submit, upload your enrollment so that you will be counted in the portal of the regional and the national office and even in the division office, your school na mayroon na pong laman. So we would like also to extend our gratitude for your cooperation. Kasabi nga ni kung isa o dalawa pa sa inyo ang hindi makasama, so meron pa yung taring problema. So we want all of you to be counted. We want all of you to be involved and to do our part, to do your part na maibigay ang mga dapat na ibigay as the planning office wants to provide an updated data to the regional office and to the national office. So, good luck po sa inyong lahat. Keep safe and mabuhay po ang SDO Camarines. Good morning.
Okay, so thank you very much po sa kay Sir Peter, ang Samoyang SGOD Chief, for his very comprehensive and very inspiring message for everybody. Now, si mga dayman po mataram sa Google Meet, pwede po kamo maglipat sa YouTube and igwa man po dumaning chat group, pwede man po kamo mag-throw ning questions para sa Samuya through the YouTube. Kasi napapanood na po si Satuyang Google Meet. Before we start, I would like to introduce po si mga kairibanan ko sa planning na yaraon man gunyan. And saro-saro, pwede man sila mag-idi sa may likod ko. Ang in charge po of the first and second district, si John Jelly Tabliso. Yan. Yan na dyan. Yan si John Jelly. Kaway-kaway Jelly. Ang in charge po of the 3rd and 5th district, si Miss Allen Ojeda. Yan, siya si Allen. In charge of the 3rd and 4th district. In charge of 4th district, si Jenaline Toscano. Yan, si Jenaline. Yan. Ang samuyang magay na muse sa planning. And of course, ang samuyang ICT coordinator in charge of planning and in charge also of the private schools, junior and senior high school, si Russell Catolico. Yan. Ang samuyang matibay na ICT planning coordinator. Thank you very much. So yan po ang pag-iriba ko sa planning. Ayan. So thank you very much po ulit for giving us the opportunity na magkaigwa kaning virtual conference and meeting on LIS and EBEIS. And at this point, I would like also to acknowledge, of course, the help of the ICT through the leadership of Mr. Felipe Nebrea, our ICT Officer 1. Yan, si Sir Ping. So thank you very much, Sir Ping, para sa pag-anduyog sa mo para sa katuparan ini yung LIS and EBEIS virtual conference. Okay, so the first speaker po na nagre-ready naman kang sa iyang before I move on to the first speaker, nakaulay ko po si mga planning officers of the 12 other divisions, nakikiulay po sinda na ito po mga LIS coordinators, mga ICT coordinators in charge of EBEIS and LIS, baka po pwede naman kamo maka-transfer. Pinduton lang po dito si confirmation button para po may transfer na ang mga learners na nag-transfer po sa indang mga division. So, inire-remind ko po kabos na mga ICT, LIS coordinators, EBEIS coordinators na i-confirm na po for transfer itong mga students or mga learner staff for transfer. At the same time po, sindaman gigibon man din para sa to ito transfer i-confirm din ninda itong mga for transfer halisa sa indang mga division. Okay? So sana po maging fruitful ang sa to yung pag-urulay-ulay ngunya na aga. Ngunyan ang inot kong apo doon si Russell, si Mr. Russell Catolico ang samoyang ICT coordinator para po magtao kang planning updates on LIS, EBEIS and ang sa tuyang ticketing system. Okay, so ayan, nasa may flag. Okay, so Russell, take it away. Yes, sir. Ganing consolidator. Again po, sa tuyang mga participants po ngunyan, yun po ang mga hali sa first and second district. And this afternoon po, our participants will be from the third and fifth district. So, yan po ang sa tuyang mga participants ngunyan na aldaw. And tomorrow man po, ang participants are those coming from the fourth district, private schools, SUC and LUCs, junior and senior high schools. Okay, so yan pa magiging participants Again, ito pong mga yaon sa Google Meet, kung di man lang po kamo mataram or ma-raise ning question later on, online, pwede na po kamo maglipat sa YouTube makaka-question man po giraray kamo, igwa man ning YouTube chat na naka-prepare. Okay, so okay, si mga nasa YouTube po, ang request po kang management, kang IT, pwede po kamo mag-subscribe like, and share. Yan. Okay? Are we ready? Okay? So, I will now turn over the microphone to Mr. Russell Catolico. Alright, so, okay na, ready na. Pag live po kaya, syempre may mga technical concerns. Kaya, arag po talaga kayan. Okay? Si mga schools po pala na di pa po nagpa-participate sa sa LIS on early registration, paki-register na po tabi kan sa inyong school and para po makaparticipate na. Out of 1,091 schools po, nasa 400 plus pa lang po na schools ang nakaka-participate. So nailing mi po yan sa EBEIS. So sana po by this week makaparticipate na po kita before po kang closing kang early registration. Importante po yan na maray para ma-count po ang mga entrance sa grade 1, as a kinder, grade 1, and grade 7. Very important po siyang maray. Okay, so again, reminding everybody na mag-participate na po ang mga schools sa early registration. So, gabos pong schools, in-expect me po na makaparticipate sa early registration. Okay, so this time, to give us updates on LIS and the EBEIS and the ticketing system now, which is new, I am going to give you Sir Russell Catolico, our planning ICT.
Hello. Hello, everyone. So, good morning. I am the Division LIS-EBEIS Coordinators. Okay. Today, I'm going to discuss the LIS and EBEIS. So, yearly, nagkakandak naman tayo ng LIS and EBEIS orientation. So, ngayon, magkakameron lang tayo ng konting updates and reminders also. Okay. First, updates and status. Ano ba yung mga open na facilities sa LIS na pwede nating gawin? At ano ba yung status ng SDO Camarines Sur sa mga updates na to? This data is as of April 12, 2021, 12:57 p.m. Okay. First, BUSY enrollment. Yes po, open pa din po yung BUSY enrollment natin. So it only means pwede pa natin i-enroll yung mga estudyante natin na hindi pa natin naipasok. Yung mga late enrollees natin, yung mga transferees natin, pwede pa po natin silang ipasok. Ngayon, ano ba yung status ng BUSY ng SDO Camarines Sur? First, let's talk about public elementary. So meron tayong 100% participation. So 865 participated out of 865. Next, public secondary, we have 99.11% participated or 223 school participated out of 225. Meron pang dalawang school na hindi nagpa-participate. Yun yung atang dalawang late na gawa ng school ID kasi late dumating yung school permit nila. Pero last week nakausap ko na yung isa, si Leon Ablaza ata. Tapos yung Salvacion, last week, pumunta na rin sila sa office. So we are anticipating na before matapos yung April, 100% participation na rin yung public secondary natin. Ang gagawin na lang nila is transfer nila yung mga estudyante nila kasi nakapasok na sa mother school. Next, private school, we have 96.57% participated or 169 out of 175. Meron pang 6. Ito kasi madaming mga private school yung temporary close last school year, 2020 to 2021. we still waiting for their letter na temporary close sila para ma-close namin sa LIS and or coordination with division private coordinators, Sir Delphine Bondad, para ma-close namin temporary yung system nila. So, we anticipate naman na before mag-EUSY, 100% na rin yung private school kasi yun na lang yung inaantay namin. Next, SUC school, we have 100% participated, 4 out of 4. Another open facilities is the uploading of government private school profile. Meron pa lang tayo ng 0.47% uploaded or 6 out of 1,263 schools. Lahat po yan mga private schools. But we expect that kasi ngayon pa lang naman kayo magkakandak ng orientation. So ang ini-expect namin after this orientation, uploading na tayo and validation na din po kami. So before siguro mag-April 15 or next week, pwedeng ma-hits na natin yung 100% kasi same process lang naman yung and it will be discussed later by Ma'am Jan and Sir Jan. Next, early registration. Meron po tayong 43.54% participated or 476 out of 193. So mga public school lang po ang involved sa early registration natin ngayon. So hindi naman po kami humihingi ng hard copy so far na mag-submit kayo on but ang hinihingi po namin is submission online sa LIS. And i-discuss din po to later ni Ma'am Raquel. So, expected pa rin natin to na 100% natin to after this orientation. Meron tayong mga pending transfer. Transfer in natin, 9,766. Transferred out, 10,424. So, madami-dami pa din yung mga pending natin sa transfer. So, again, nakikiusap po yung division office na i-confirm na po natin yung mga pending transfer para ang matira natin is yung may mga problema na lang, especially yung mga other division, para matulungan din po namin kayo. Okay, especially sa senior high kasi pag naka-pending transfer kasi, hindi nila yun maipapasok. Paano pag na-closean sila ng first sem? So, hindi na sila makakapasok sa first sem. Second sem na lang sila may enroll. So, kawawa naman yung estudyante. Okay pa. Next, pending change request. Yan po yung pending change request natin. It's around 7,000 plus. So, sa WIDGAP natin, 4,071. Sa LRN approval natin, we have 375. Sa ineligible po, we have 2,059. Temporary enrolled, 427. Correction of grade level, we have 43. I also apologize na this late kasi hindi ko na masyadong na-process. Natigil yung process namin ng LIS, no, kung mapapansin nyo. Kasi nagpalit ng in-charge din ng region. Pangalawa, nabawasan din kami ng staff. Therefore, we sumabay pa yung mga reports, kaya medyo natigil. So far, after nitong orientation, proceed na tayo ulit. Naka-approve pa lang kami o naka-process pa lang kami ng around 3,000 to 4,000 pending change requests. At ngayon, rini-resend ko na yung mga 4 ticketing natin na pixel natin pero hindi na na-actionan kasi nga nagkameron ng problema sa regional office. Okay? So again, tandaan po natin itong pending change request, no? Yung WIDGAP, LRN approval, ineligible, temporary enroll, correction of grade level. Yan po yung sama-sama pag rini-request sa division office. Magkaiba naman po yung rini-request pag technical concern. Okay, wag po natin pagsamahin yung dalawang concern. Okay. School transaction. Ano ba yung mga school transaction na pwede natin gawin ngayon? Confirmation of pending transfer. Again, we are asking everyone na confirm na po natin yung pending transfer natin, especially kung wala man ng problema. Kasi based dun sa DepEd order, once na nag-appear po yan sa LIS, it only means na nagre-request na yung school. No need na magpadala ng letter or formal letter para antayin yung i-confirm yung mga estudyante. Pag nag-appear sa LIS, automatically that is the request of the school na i-confirm ninyo yung estudyante. Okay? Next, correction of grade level, sa inyo din po yan. For example, pero may limit ang correction of grade level. For example, yung kinder hanggang grade 2 lang ata sila pwedeng i-correction of grade level. 4 to 6 pwede. Yan. Ganun, may limit lang yung ano. Pero kinder to grade 6 hindi pwede. Kinder to high school hindi pwede. So, ang mangyayari dun, unenroll na yun. Pero correction of grade level na abot pa, using the admin, always remember, ang admin account po is yung account ng LIS EBEIS coordinator. Ang school head account is different po yan. Okay? Using the admin account, i-request nyo yung correction of grade level, then approval lang po siya ng division office. Next, correction of basic profile, including po yung mga yung pangalan ng estudyante, birthday ng estudyante, parents information, lahat po yan sa school transaction na lang. Requested by admin or advisor, then approve lang po yun ng school head account. Okay? Pero once na na-detect na dalawa yung LRN ng bata, automatic merging po yan. Titignan niyo kung ang approval niya is division office lang o central office. Okay. Update of status. Yan, open na po yan. Yung mga no longer in school natin, pwede na yan. Kung hindi na sila pumapasok, pwede na natin itag as a no longer in school. But, kapag bumalik sila, pwede pa naman natin ibalik sa DOS status. Okay, huwag tayong matakot mag no longer kasi pwede pa naman natin ibalik. Kapag hindi na pumapasok yung estudyante, pwede natin siyang no longer in school. Reset of LIS account, yan. School transaction na din po siya. So, hindi na po kailangan pumunta sa division para magpa-reset. Ang dami kasing request ngayon regarding sa reset of LIS account. Ito yung frequently concern na rin-request sa planning unit. Change of school head, reset of LIS account, approve, disapprove, pending request, LIS technical concern or ticketing system. Okay, change of school head. Okay, sa division office po ang change of school head. Ano pong gagawin natin kung hindi kayo makakapunta sa division office? You can just send letter request signed by your school head, send via email at planningunitcs@gmail.com. So, yung pong Google Classroom namin o yung dati naming email, hindi na po siya gumagana kasi napuno siya. So, hindi ko pa siya nalilinis. So, ngayon, ang sesendan po natin is planningunitcs@gmail.com. Ito po yung mga date ng kailangan namin. Name of school, school ID, username, and previous school. Name of school, yung kung saan siya ngayon assigned, yung school ID nyo. Yung username niya po, yung default na username ng school head nyo. Kahit saan siya pumunta, yun kasi dalayan niya yung username. Then, previous school, kung saan siya galing. Okay. Reset of LIS accounts, once again, it is a school transaction. Ganito ang pag-reset po ng LIS account para hindi na tayo pumunta sa division para na magpa-reset ng account. Okay? Kawa naman. Using the admin account or admin account, LIS or EBEIS account yan. No? So, school head account, punta tayo sa administration. Ito po. Yan. Kung mapapansin nyo, sa list of personnel, meron siyang folder sa tabi. I-click nyo lang yung folder kung alin yun yung gusto nyong i-reset. Once na i-click nyo yan, yan yung lalabas. For example, Allen Ojeda. Kung makikita nyo on the site, meron dun reset password, tapos unlock. Click nyo lang yung reset password. Yan. Once na nireset niya, ito yung lalabas. Allen Ojeda password reset to default. Okay. Ano po yung default password ng LIS? Kung ano po yung username, yun din po yung password na ilalagay nyo. Once na nilagay nyo yan, hingi yan ng new password, createan nyo na lang siya ng bagong password. So, ganun lang po kasimple yung pag-reset ng password. So, kung mga reset of password lang po, school transaction na lang yan, lapit na lang kayo sa LIS coordinator. Pero pag change of school head, sa division po yan. Huwag niyong papatungan yung name ng school head. No? May nangyayari ng ganyan, pinapatungan lang nila yung information, pero mali po yun. Kailangan po pumunta kayo sa, send letter request para ma-reset namin, ma-change namin yung school head. Next, approve, disapprove, pending request. Change request. Ano nga yung mga change request natin na dapat sama-sama lang? So we have meron tayong enrollment with COP, We have enrollment ineligible. We have temporary enroll, correction of grade level. Yun lang yung mga change request na tinatawag. LRN approval. Dati, ang ginagawa natin sa letter request, ina-upload natin sa Google Classroom. Ngayon, since wala yung Google Classroom natin, you can send your letter request signed by LIS coordinator and school head to planningunitcs@gmail.com. Ito yung format. Ganito na yung format na gawin nyo. No? Date, tapos address nyo sa aming planning officer, tapos yung letter kung gusto nyo lagyan. Tapos yung table, school name, school ID, yan yung importante. LRN, name of student, issue, ano ba yung issue? Yun lang yung with gap, ineligible, correction of grade level, temporary enrolled, yan. Action natin, approve, disapprove, then ano ba yung remarks? For example, LRN approval, bakit wala pa siyang LRN? Anong lalagay nating remarks? Okay, prepared and consolidated. Pwedeng prepared o kaya consolidated kasi ang iba, advisor yung nagre-request sa LIS coordinator, then ko-consolidate nila. Pero ang iba naman, halos lahat sa LIS coordinator. So, pwedeng prepared or consolidated by LIS EBEIS coordinator, then noted po siya ng school head. So, take note na for LRN approval, mag-attach tayo ng birth certificate and Form 37. Yun lang po. Pero the rest, yung the rest na change request, hindi na kailangan ng birth certificate and Form 37. Okay po. LIS Technical Concern in Ticketing System. So iba ito sa pending change request. Ito yung mga technical concern including yung merging. Ito yung mga per-process ng central office. Unang concern dyan, merging of LRN, reporting of multiple LRN. Ano yung kailangan? RF01, Excel files. RF01, scan with signature, PDF files. Birth certificate, Form 137 or Form 138, pwede yan. And send to planningunics@gmail.com. Then, i-add nyo po yung school contact number nyo, school email address, then specific concern. For example, sa mga unenrolled, bakit kailangan i-unenroll yung estudyante? Specific dapat. For example, hindi naman pumasok yung bata, ilagay nyo sa specific concern na assume enrollees lang yung estudyante. Another, reactivation of LRN. It usually happens sa mga elementary, yung mga nag-kinder, tapos na-found out na hindi sila eligible to kinder, dinidisapprove ng division. Once na disapprove ng division at in-enroll yan sa grade 1, andun pa rin yung data. Ang makikita nyo lang yan, disapprove or approve for approval sa LRN. Pero nakalock siya. For example, ganito ang itsura niya. No? For approval yung LRN niya, pero sa dulo, meron siyang lock button. Or yung mga balik-aral na medyo matagal na nangyayari nito. Pero kadalasan sa mga elementary, sa mga grade 1. RF02, Excel files. RF02, scan with signature. Birth certificate, again. Form 137 and email to planning. Huwag kalimutan yung school contact number, school email address, and specific concern. Reporting twin learners with merged identity. So, napaka-rare o bihira lang naman itong nangyayari. So, in my 5 years sa LIS, isang beses pa lang ito ginapit sa akin, no? RF04 po ang kailangan dito. Yung mga magkambal na na-merge yung LRN nila. Again, kailangan ng birth certificate ng dalawang bata, then Form 137 or Form 138. You can just email us planningunics@gmail.com. Request to merge school ID. So, same concern, RF10 Excel files, then scan with PDF files. Sa mga private, kapag kailangan yung i-merge yung school ID, kailangan lang ng school permit saka yung RF10. Pag public naman, endorsement from SGOD. And send to planningunics@gmail.com. Then, specific concern. Kailangan detalyado yung concern natin. Reopening of school enrollment. It usually happens sa mga private school, no? Lalo na kasi ang private, meron silang tinatawag na PF, yung voucher system. Once na hindi nakapasok yung estudyante sa LIS, hindi sila mga grant ng voucher o sa PF. Therefore, kadalasan nagre-request dito ang private school. Especially yung mga pending, tapos hindi na-confirm, na-closean ng system, doon nakaka-problema. So, again, nanawagan kami na i-confirm nyo na po yung mga pending transfer natin. Okay. Reopening, meron pa lang akong request, public school to. Pero letter request lang yun na i-forward namin sa regional office. We're still waiting for the response ng region. Pero sabi ng region, try nilang i-ticket kasi walang RF12. Pero tingnan natin kung tatanggapin. Pero kung next time, reopen ng school enrollment, RF12 Excel files, scans with PDF files, or pwede naman JPEG to, basta malinaw and readable. Then letter request, indicate nyo kung bakit kailangan natin i-open yung school enrollment, specific school enrollment. Then send to planningunitcs@gmail.com. Kailangan po yung email address ninyo. May importante siya kasi dun magsasend ng ticket number yung central office. ICC yun school email address nyo. So kung magpa-follow up kayo ng concern, yung ticket number na lang yung isisend nyo sa division office. Reporting transfer related issues. Ano to? Ito yung mga transfer dispute. I remember it always happen pag nag-open ng USY, madami ng request na ganito. Yung mga transfer dispute po natin na hindi ma-move in. Usually kasi pag transfer dispute, nangyayari kapag nag-enroll yung advisor, tapos know nila yung estudyante na sa tanong na, is this a transferee? Pero yung data ng estudyante is galing talaga sa ibang school, automatic magta-transfer dispute po yan. Kapag ninaw nila yan, tapos nilagay nila yung same school kung saan siya pig-enroll, nagkakameron ng transfer dispute errors. So, ang gagamitin dyan is RF13 Excel files, yung hindi na move in. Okay? RF13 scan with signature, PDF files, form 137, and email to planningunitcs@gmail.com. Confirmation of transfer from closed school. Lalo na po ngayon, madaming private school. Nagkakailang private school yung nag-temporary, temporary close. Makikita nyo naman yan sa pending transfer nyo. May nakalagay from closed school. So pag nakita nyo from closed school, send na agad kayo ng RF14 Excel files. Scan ng scan ng RF14, form 137, hindi na kailangan ng birth certificate dito, send to planning unit CS. Okay, kasi hindi yan makakonfirm ng previous school kasi close yung account nila. So, hindi nila yung ma-access. Unenrollment of learners, it always happen. Kailangan ng RF15 Excel files, scanned with signature, birth certificate, form 137, email to planningunitcs@gmail.com. Lagyan niyo po ng contact number, email address, then specific concern kung bakit natin kailangan i-unenroll yung bata. Okay. Pero make sure na bago kayo mag-request ng unenroll ng bata, tingnan nyo muna kung pending yung estudyante. For example, pending transfer yung estudyante, hindi natin siya pwedeng i-request ng unenroll sa central office kasi naka-pending transfer pa. Kailangan lang natin pa-declined sa school, originating school, yung estudyante para mawala. Or kung naka-pending change request naman, kailangan lang natin ipa-disapprove yan sa division office. Pero kung wala, naka-null status yung bata at kailangan talaga nating alisin, RF15 po yung gagamitin natin. Correction in senior high school master LIS and track program offering for school abroad. So, bihira naman daw mga school abroad. Hindi pa ako naka-encounter nito, no? RF16, tapos RF17. School permit lang yung kailangan. Okay, lahat po yun ng form na yan is pwede natin ma-download sa LIS account natin, then support, andun po yung mga form na yan available. Okay, yung process po ng ticketing natin, from advisor, request nila sa LIS coordinator. LIS coordinator, request to the division office, then division office forward it to the regional office. Tapos yung regional office, papunta sa central office. Tapos pagdating sa central office, it's either for technical or for processing. Kung mga ruling sa processing po yan. Pero kung technical, sa technical team po nila yan. Okay, that's all.
Okay, so kung may mga questions po, sa YouTube po, pwede na po kayo pwede man po kamo mag-chat. Sisimbagon mi po yan. Pag nabasa mi po, sisimbagon mi. Gwa pong maglilista ka mga questions po nindo sa YouTube and then babalikan mi po, sisimbagon mi po yan. Okay. Tapos ka na. Okay. Next, we will listen to two of our staff members for the EBEIS form. GESP. Yung mga forms po na elementary and secondary forms. Ayan. So, may mga slide ba sinda? Ilalog naman sa ano. Okay, so first, may mga bago po kaya duman sa yung mga government forms, igwang mga bagong features na kaipuanan na masimbaganta po ning tultul. Like, itong may question duman on impregnator. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa si teacher ngaya nag-aki, tapos hinahapot po kung ano, ang impregnator, pigahapot po duman. So, kay puanan po, malinawan tayan gabos, itong mga bagong feature kang government forms. Government elementary school forms, high school profile, government junior high school profile, government senior high school profile, and private school profile. Ayan. Dito na lang kayo. Ay, paano ano ninda? Laptop, idadara hindi. Sige. Okay, once again, si mga may confirmation po of transfer from the different schools sa Camarines Sur po, baka po pwede na nindong i-transfer. I-confirm na po nindo. Okay? So, yan. Ang inot pong speaker, si Miss Jenaline Toscano. And, of course, ang support system, yan man si John Jelly Tabliso. Hindi ka na. Yan. Okay. One meter.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our virtual meeting on LIS and EBEIS. We will discuss the updates applied in the government school profile and the process of downloading and uploading of forms in the BEIS using Schoolhead account. Um, Sirs, wait lang po. Russell. Okay po. Kung nakapag-download na po kayo ng forms sa BIS, makikita niyo po dyan yung list of tables and boxes dyan sa Excel. So, mapapansin niyo po, merong mga new added dito sa forms. Una po dyan is yung dito sa table 27, mental health. Next is the cancer cases of the previous school year 2019-2020. Ang bago lang naman pong na-add is 5 lang po yata. So, iisa-isahin po natin yan i-discuss. Before that pala, meron muna po akong reminders dito sa page 1. Kailangan po dito sa page 1, lahat po may fill out kasi po mag-update din kami ng aming master list. Kung mapapansin nyo po dito sa legislative district, meron na po dyan na drop-down arrow. Pwede nyo na pong gamitin yan kung anong district po kayo. Halimbawa, first district, click nyo lang po yan. Automatic na po siya. Yun lang po. Pakilagay po importante po yung contact number ng school head. Okay, punta na po tayo doon sa new updates ng government school profile. Okay, ito po yun. Ang na-add po is yung, sabi ko nga kanina, yung mental health. Makikita nyo po dito, ang sabi po, provide the number of cases of suicide and attempted suicide among learners and personnel that were recorded by the school during pandemic. Halimbawa po dito, cases, suicide, attempted suicide. Number lang po ang ilalagay nyo. Please be careful po kasi ang ilalagay lang pong data is from April 2020 to November 2020. Kung halimbawa po dito sa among learners, merong nag-suicide ng ng month of April, ilalagay nyo po dyan kung ilang numbers. Halimbawa po, ay wala ni. Okay, dalawa po yan, among learners and among school personnel. Okay, next po is dito po sa cancer cases previous school year 2019-2020. Bago din po ito. So, halimbawa po, dito sa cancer cases, merong leukemia, brain and spinal cancer, or other types of cancer. Kapag dito po sa learners with cancer, ilalagay niyo po, halimbawa, kung yung cancer patients nyo is symptomatic dito sa leukemia, doon nyo po ilagay. Kung asymptomatic naman po, doon nyo din po ilagay. Tapos, meron din pong cancer survivors and died due to cancer. Number lang po ang ilalagay natin dito. And then, dito, cancer cases among school personnel. Parehas din po. Kung dito sa una is cancer cases among learners, dito po is among personnel naman. Next po is adolescent reproductive health previous school year 2019-2020. Number of pregnant learners. So, by grade level po siya, starts from grade 4 to grade 6 only. Halimbawa po, dito sa grade 4, in school po siya ha. Halimbawa dito sa grade 4, merong nabuntis na isa. Ilagay niyo po, syempre dito sa grade 4 to grade 4, grade 5 and grade 6. Then meron din po dito kung meron kayong ADM, kung merong nabuntis doon, ilagay niyo din po. And then kung halimbawa po yung students is transferee or transferred in out, ilalagay nyo rin po siya sa transferred in out. Same pa rin po, from grade 4 to grade 6. Okay, next number 2 is number of impregnator learners. Dito po yung mga nakabuntis. Halimbawa, grade 4. Same process din po, mga ma'am and sir. Next po is, dito ko may mga nag-training na mga learners reached by adolescent reproductive health trainings and activities. Again, lahat lang po dito numbers ang i-fill out ninyo. And then sa baba po kung ilan yung mga nag-train na teachers. From grade 4 to grade 6 lang po. Okay po, last additional po is the Indigenous People Education or IPED. Meron naman po ditong mga check if the school has the following conditions. Kung meron po kayo niyan, please check na lang po. If there is check and any of the above condition, provide the answers to the following. Kung meron po kayo na-checkan dito sa number 1, kailangan meron po kayong sagot dito sa mga boxes. In the school municipality or outside the school municipality. Dito po yung number of teachers residing within outside of the school school municipality. Number of teachers lang po ilalagay kung male or female. So, yun lang po. Reminder po dito, makikita nyo naman po na may mga reminder po siya or note na mga gagawin nyo po. Ayan po, mga notes. Sa baba ng mga forms. Please take note po sa kada box or sa title, may makikita po kayo dyan kung kailan na data po yung dapat na ilagay nyo. Halimbawa, June 2019 to May 2020. Please be careful of that kasi baka po ang malagay yung data is yung present, yung ngayon. Meron po dito mga last year na kailangan ilagay. Yan pong iba dyan, alam niyo na po yan kasi dati na po yan. Wait lang po, may remind lang po ako. O, dito po tayo sa school site. Minsan po kasi yung mga sinasubmit sa amin na hard copy, wala pong nakalagay na total land area. Importante po yun, kailangan nakalagay po. At saka yung kung kailan po siya na-acquired, kung by donation ba, by purchase, ganun po. And then meron pa po yung sa MOOE. Dito po, ang ilalagay yung MOOE is from January 2019 to December 2019. Baka po ang mailagay yung MOE is yung ngayon na year. Kailangan po last year. 2019 po. Yun lang po. After nyo pong makapag-gather ng mga data dito sa forms po, and na-upload nyo na, kailangan punta po tayo doon sa DepEd Camsor website. Kung makikita nyo po dito sa site ng DepEd Camsor, syempre alam nyo na po to kasi yung mga nagtatransact dito, ginagamit po ito. Dito po sa DepEd Tracing. Click nyo po ito, kahit alin po dito. Again po, gagamitin po, pupunta lang po tayo sa site na to kapag nakapag-upload na po kayo ng government school profile ng school nyo. After nyo pong makapasok doon sa DepEd Tracing, punta po kayo dito sa Submit LIS Report. Ayan po. Makikita nyo po dito yung school name, school ID, which is required po siya. Ayan. And then, ilalagay nyo rin po kung anong congressional kayo. Halimbawa, first district. Lagay nyo po. And then, the year is this year po. So, ano pang gagawin natin dito? Example. Yung lahat, kung nakikita nyo po dito sa government school profile forms, marami pong naka-sheet. Lahat po ng nandito ng mga table, boxes, yung nandito po sa sheet is ikakopy nyo po ito. Halimbawa po itong front page. Copy nyo po ito, control copy. And then, paste nyo po dito sa blanco pong ito. Wait lang po. Basta po ang gagawin nyo is, itong buong nandito sa school information, lahat ng nandito sa sheet, ililipat nyo po siya dito sa blankong ito. Hindi po kasi gumana yung ginawa ko. Ayan po, kapag lahat niya na po siya, kapag nakopya niyo na po yung isang nandun sa sheet, kailangan niyo po halimbawa yung front page, nakopy niyo na po. Kailangan niyo pong i-click itong add another item. Example, add another item. And then, punta ulit tayo dito. I-copy nyo po ulit. Basta ganun po, hindi ko po may pakita ngayon. After matapos yung i-copy yung isang sheet, yung sunod namang pong sheet, lahat ng nandun, i-copy nyo po dito. Lagi lang pong add another item kapag na-copy nyo na yung kanina. Kanina nang ginawa ko po kaso hindi po makopy. Okay, kapag tapos na po, ang gagawin nyo po yung lahat ng nandun sa forms or yung file na yon, i-upload nyo po siya dito. Choose files and then upload po. After ma-upload, nandito na po, napalitan na tong choose file, save nyo po. Ang purpose po nito is para ma-validate po namin yung GSP po ninyo kahit wala pa po kayong sinubmit na hard copy. Kung hindi nyo po nakuha ngayon, pwede naman po kayong magpa-assist sa amin doon sa planning po. Yun lang po. Thank you po.
So, good morning po. Good morning. Sa akin naman po is kung paano mag-download and upload ng GSP. Yun na po. Sa GSP, sa elementary, senior high, junior high, and private school. By the way po, thanks to Ma'am Jane sa pagpapahiram ng account niya. So let's start po. Pag-download po ng school forms or GSP, punta po kayo sa my school head name. Tapos click nyo po. Tapos dito po sa pang-apat, sa Basic Education Information System. Tapos dyan po. Makikita nyo po may dashboard, upload, and tutorial. Ang click nyo po is yung upload. Diyan sa upload, andyan po nakalagay yung form ng elementary. By the way po, same process din po sa senior high, junior high, high school. So download nyo po yung form, yan pong download GSP E2021.02.23 Excel form. Tapos, fill upan nyo po. By the way, na ano na po kanina, tackle na ni Ma'am Jane yung kung paano mag-fill up ng form. So, pagkatapos po, pag-fill up ng form, wag nyo po i-change yung username or file name. Sa pag-upload naman po nito, same process din po. Ang iba po kasi is nire-revise or pinapalitan yung pangalan ng file name, which is hindi po ina-accept ng system. So, note po, huwag pong palitan. Kung ano pang nakalagay dun sa mismong i-download nyo, yun din po ang i-upload. So, sa pag-upload din po, use the school head account. Huwag po gamitin yung school admin or school advisor. Only school head lang po account ang makaka-access or ang may account ang may form na ma-download niyan. So, ganun lang po. So, okay na po. Kung paano mag-download ng upload ng system ng GSP. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am here to discuss the government junior high school profile in the secondary. Doon po sa mga nakapag-download na ng forms, makikita niyo po dito sa status, dito sa list of tables and boxes, makikita niyo po dito kung na-revise or hindi yung forms. Halimbawa, for example dito, revise, additional data element. Meaning po, merong nadagdag dito sa forms. And then, mapapansin nyo po, merong mga bagong na-add dito sa forms. Okay, ang mga na-add po dito is, dito sa table 2, na-add po itong Learners by Special Program for Technical Vocational Education or SPTVE. And then, ito pong learners who pass the proficiency examination in the foreign language. Ito pong same format, ibig sabihin wala pong na-change or nabago. Next additional is the number of functional assistive technology and adaptive devices for learners with disability. Ang i-discuss ko lang po or ipapakita sa inyo itong mga bagong nadagdag sa form. Next pong nadagdag is teachers who receive training on special curricular programs from June 2015 to October 2020. And then the teachers who passed the proficiency and the foreign language taught from June 15 to October 2020. Marami po palang nadagdag dito sa secondary. Next is the mental health, and then the cancer cases, adolescent reproductive health. Tapos ito pong okay sa DepEd program. Next is the child protection. Child protection, violence against children, and the child protection bullying previous school year 2019-2020. And then the last additional is the indigenous people education. Kung makikita nyo po dito sa front page or list of name of in this form, please be careful po sa mga ilalagay nyong data kasi may nakalagay. For example, ito po, ang kailangan nyo lang pong ilagay na data is as of 31/2020 only. And then yung iba naman po, ngayong school year. And then yung iba naman po, yung data nung mga previous school year. Okay, dito po tayo sa Learners by Special Program for Technical Vocational Education. Ang ilalagay nyo lang po ditong data is school year 2021 as of October 31, 2020. Meaning, nung mag-start po ang class ngayong school year. Ilalagay niyo po dito kung ano po ang mga meron kayo. Male, female, and by grade level po. Ang iba po dito sa forms ay dati lang po. Dito po sa table 6, makikita nyo po yung number of functional assistive technology and adaptive devices for learners with disability. Dito po, assistive technology devices, ilan po ang meron kayo? And then, adaptive devices, kung ilan din po ang meron kayo. Yan lang po. Okay, dito po, teachers who, dito sa table 23 po tayo. Teachers who pass the proficiency examination in the foreign language taught from June 2015 to October 2020. Ang ilalagay nyo lang pong data na number of teachers is yung mga nationally funded teachers actually working in the school. Again, ang ilalagay niyo pong data is from this school year as of October 31 only, 2020. Halimbawa dito, may mga nakapas po sa Japanese Nihongo. Ilalagay niyo po kung ilang teachers na lalaki at babae. Same din po dito sa Spanish, French, German, Korean, and Chinese Mandarin. Okay, dito naman po tayo sa school MOE. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na lagyan ng kung ilan pong meron kayo na MOE from January 2019 to December 2020. Sorry po. January 2019 to December 2019. Pakilagay po kung ilan yung na-allocate sa inyo noon, ilan po ang nagamit, at ilan yung na-liquidate. And then dito naman po, reminder dito sa school site, pakilagay po yung kung ilan yung total land area po ng school nyo. Kung kailan din po siya na-acquired, kung by donation, purchase, etc. Okay, ito pong mental health, bago din po ito. Does the school have a guidance office? Kung meron po kayo, please check yes. Or if wala, please check no. Makikita nyo po dito kung ilang learners ba ang duman sa inyo for guidance counseling or life coaching. Number lang po ang ilalagay. Number of learners from grade 7 to 10. Okay. Another, bago na naman po ito. Ito po ay number of cases of suicide and attempted suicide among learners and school personnel that were recorded by the school. Cases, suicide and attempted suicide. Ilan po ba ang mga ang meron kayong case sa school nyo? Number lang po ilalagay, learners and among school personnel kung ilan po. And then, same din po dito sa attempted suicide. Please fill out these forms with your accurate data lang po. Next is the cancer cases. Halimbawa po, cases leukemia, brain and spinal cancer, other types of cancer. Lagi lang pong ilalagay niyo dito is number of learners. With example, cancer patients, symptomatic, ilan po, and then dito po, living with cancer na asymptomatic. Kung meron din po sa school nyo ng mga cancer survivors, pakilagay din po. And yung mga namatay due to cancer. Ito pong box 13 is all about the cancer cases. Kung meron po sa school ninyo. Next is the adolescent reproductive health. Ang ilalagay niyo pong data dito is previous school year 2019-2020. Halimbawa, number of pregnant learners sa grade 7. In school po ilan po? Halimbawa, merong mga nabuntis sa school nyo. Dito sa grade 7. Pakilagay po kung ilang numbers. From grade 7 to 10 only po. Ganon din po dito sa ADM and dito po sa transferred in and out. Halimbawa kung yung estudyante na buntis is transferee or transferred out, dito nyo po siya ilalagay. And then kung nag-drop po siya, pakilagay po dito kung ilang number. Same po dito sa number of impregnator learners. Okay, dito po sa baba, number of learners reached by adolescent reproductive health trainings and activities. Pakilagay po kung ilang number of learners ang naka-reach nito. From grade 7 to 10 only. Kung dito po sa taas estudyante, dito sa baba is number of teachers naman. Kung ilang mga teachers po ang nag-attend ng training ng mga ito. Last po is itong indigenous people education. Check if the school has the following conditions. Kung meron po kayo nito, alin sa dito sa mga sumusunod, please check po. And then dito po sa number of teachers residing within and outside the school municipality, teachers residence po. Yung within or outside. Number of teachers lang po ang ilalagay. Dito po sa kada forms or dito sa kada sheet, makikita niyo po yung reminders or mga definition po ng mga words na nandito. Ay wala pong problema kung may hindi po kayo naintindihan, just read the reminders or notes below these forms. Dito po sa secondary, magkaiba po ang forms. Hiwalay ang junior and senior forms. Ang junior high school forms po na government profile is parang light blue ang color. Next, punta po tayo dito sa senior high school na form or profile. Color yellow po siya. Ang data po na ilalagay natin is separate po. Kasi separate din yung forms. Dito naman po sa senior high school profiles, same lang naman po yung nabago. Kung ano po yun nandun sa junior high school, ganun din po dito sa senior high school. Ayan po, kung makikita nyo, same lang naman po. Okay na po to kasi magkapares naman po sila. The junior high school and senior high school profile. Yun lang po. Dito sa government school profile. Next po na i-discuss ko is, punta po tayo doon sa DepEd Camsur website. Alam niyo po ang DepEd Camsur website, di ba? Kapag nakapasok na po kayo or nahanap nyo na, punta po tayo sa DepEd Tracing. Dito po sa DepEd Tracing, please, click nyo po kahit alin dito sa dalawa. Search nyo lang po DepEd Camsur website. Pinapakita ko lang po kung paano. Mabagal po ang net natin. Okay, click nyo po itong DepEd Camsur. Pinapakita ko po ito kasi may gagawin po kayo dito after nyong makapag-upload ng forms nyo. Dito po tayo sa DepEd Tracing. Kahit alin po ang click nyo dito sa here. After nyo pong maklik, kung nakikita nyo po itong Submit LIS report, click nyo po yan. Lagay nyo po kung anong pangalan ng school nyo, school ID, and then kung anong congressional po kayo, 1st to 5th. And then, syempre yung taon ngayon po. Now, ano pong gagawin dito? Kung nakikita nyo po yung blank na to, ilalagay po natin dito yung every sheet ng forms. Example po. From the top po tayo ng okay, ito pong front page. Copy nyo po ito. Control A. Copy nyo lang po itong front page. And then, ang gagawin nyo po is, paste nyo po siya dito. Ayan. Ayan, nandito na po siya. Lahat po ng nandito, ito pong mga nasa baba, from school information up to the last na sheet, ika-copy nyo po dito sa pinakita ko pagpasok nyo sa DepEd Counselor website. Okay. Ang pag-copy po dito is 1 by 1 only. Halimbawa, nakopy nyo na po yung unang sheet. Kailangan nyo pong i-click itong add another item. Okay po, add another item and then paste the next sheet in this form. Ganun lang po ang process. Lahat ng nandito, kakopy nyo po siya dito. After nyo pong makopy na lahat, kailangan nyo pong i-upload yung forms. Yung buong forms. Kung ano po yung file name nyo, yun po yung i-upload nyo. And then after ma-upload yung forms, save nyo po. Bakit kailangan po ito? Kasi, for example, hindi pa po kayo nakapag-submit ng hard copy. Dito, mababalidate na po namin yung sinend nyo soft copy. Yun lang po. Kung hindi nyo po masyadong naintindihan, pwede po kayong magpa-assist sa planning. Yun lang po. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I am here to discuss the private school profile of the private school. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo po dito sa unang sheet, merong mga nadagdag pong mga mga data na kailangan po. Ayan po. Unang nadagdag is the number of functional assistive technology and adaptive device for learners with disability. Next po is the mental health, tobacco control, the child protection, ito pong tatlong sheet is all about the child protection. Child protection, violence against children, and then child protection against or bullying. Next po is the iPad. Ito pong iPad. Other data is the same pa rin po ang kailangan nyong ilagay. Pattern nyo lang po sa last year. Punta po tayo doon sa dito po tayo sa data on assistance to student and teachers in private education and non-DepEd public school program. Wait lang po. Table 4. Ayan, nakita ko rin. Ito po yung bagong na-add sa private school profile forms. Yung number of functional, assistive technology, and adaptive device for learners with disabilities. Ilalagay nyo po yung types, kung ilang meron dito kayo sa elementary, junior high school, and senior high school. Only for learners with disability lang po ang ilalagay nyo, and numbers only. Next is yung dun po tayo sa child protection. Tobacco muna po. Kung meron po kayong mga, halimbawa, does the school display the following IEC materials? No smoking signage. Kung meron po niyan sa school nyo, please check yes. If wala po, then no. Kung may mga available po dito or meron kayo, please answer this with your accurate data. Ayan po, how many teachers are tobacco smokers and ENDS or ENNDS, or which is vape or e-cigarette users from kinder to grade 6. Teachers lang po. And then dito naman po sa kabala yung estudyante na nagsisigarilyo po. About to sa mga naninigaryong teachers and estudyante na gumagamit ng vape or e-cigarette lang. Yan lang po. Next is the child protection. Kung meron po kayo nito, does the school have a child protection committee? Please check yes, no if wala. Okay, dito po sa child protection against children, makikita niyo po yung types of violence. Physical violence, sexual violence, or psychological violence, and other acts of violence. Dito sa elementary, against male learners, kung ilan, number lang po. Against female learners, same din po dito sa junior and senior high school. Dito rin po, number of reported incidents of violence against children by grade level and sex. From kinder to grade 6, ilan po ang merong nakaranas ng violence? Only the learners po ang ilalagay nyo dito. Data ng learners and number of learners. Okay po, next is the child protection bullying. Types of bullying: physical bullying, cyberbullying, gender-based bullying, and social bullying. Kung alin po sa types na to ang meron sa school nyo, male or female, please put the numbers only. Elementary and junior high school to senior high school po. Same po by grade level. And then, dito sa baba, usual reasons for bullying that were recorded by the school. From kinder to grade 6. And then, up to senior high school po. Ilalagay niyo po dito, halimbawa, merong sa reason na physical appearance. Sa kindergarten, ilan po ang nakaranas nun? Number lang po ilalagay niyo. Last pong nadagdag dito sa private school profile forms is the IPED or Indigenous Peoples Education. Ayan po, kung meron po kayo nito, the following condition, alin man dito sa mga sumusunod, please check po. And if there is check in any of the above following, please provide answers to the following. Dito po yan, sa number of teachers residing within and outside the school municipality. Number of teachers po, baka ang may lagay yung number is teachers. Na teachers lang only. Yun lang po. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you, Jen, for the updates of the government and private school profile. Okay. So ngayon, magbabasa kami ng mga questions from the YouTube and we will try to answer.
Okay, for Parana Siles, ang hapot niya po as ang ano po, pag wala pong school head ang sarong school, ano po pwedeng
Okay. Opo, pag wala pa pong school head, yung designated OIC po yung lalagay muna natin sa LIS. So, kami pa rin po yung mag-a-assign. Kailangan niya pa rin po ng letter din, email sa amin.
okay po, for Monica Gatina, ano po, pwede po makahingi ng soft copy template for change request?
Yes po, i-upload po namin yan sa Facebook account. Sa website kung papayag yung IT siguro.
From Rodilino Ora, anong request form ang gagamitin kung kailan i-enroll, kailan i-unenroll ang learner sa grade 8, then i-enroll sa grade 9?
Okay po. Sabi natin, yung correction of grade level po ang gagamitin natin siya. No need na i-unenroll kasi from grade 8 to grade 9, saka pa po siya ng correction of grade level. Ang hindi lang kaya is from junior high school to senior high school. So sa ganun na case, correction of grade level, then ang reason na lang natin din is PEPT. Kasi PEPT passer.
Okay po, for John Roy Sapian, sa ticketing system, mayroon pang enrollment with dispute. Once na ina-submit na po sa kanilang requirements, paano po malalaman kung pinaprocess or okay na ang request?
Gaya po ng kailangan po ng email address, school email address. So, dun po mag-send ng ticket number yung central office. Once na may ticket number na po, it only means na nasa central office na yung concern natin. So, pwede nyo na yung i-follow up using the ticket number sa division office. Okay. Last po yung key Sir Francis Unbox. I-copy ang gabos na sheet 1 by 1, then i-upload sa Excel file. Kasi pag-upload po ng GSP sa PSP, yes po. 1 by 1 po natin i-copy sa web, dun sa then i-upload po natin in Excel files or PDF files. Okay, so may mga tanong pa po, pwede niyong i-leave lang sa comment sa YouTube. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, Jenaline and John Jelly, for discussing the government forms and private school forms. And of course, Aline and Russell for answering some queries of our listeners and our audience. Okay, this time I'll be reiterating po our early registration mode. So once again, we are inviting everybody to take part in the early registration so that all entrants to kindergarten, grade 1, grade 7, and grade 11 will be counted. And resources will be provided by the government or by the Department of Education. I have prepared a presentation po for everybody for your perusal. Okay, so let me start. So may I start on the updates po on early registration? Okay, thank you, Ras. Okay na ako. Okay. So this is the update on early registration for the Division of Camarines Sur. And I hope everybody will, again, I am encouraging everybody to participate now, as early as now, to the early registration. Okay na ko ang sakoyang slide. All right. So this is the SDO Camarines Sur update on early registration. Okay. Ano yan Ning on the day editing yan Nailing mo yan RJ. Kung gurano ka high-tech ang sa mo yung grupo. Okay. So, good morning once again to the LIS and EBEIS coordinators, especially also to the school heads who are watching YouTube and who are using Google Meet. Okay, so this is the early registration updates of the planning unit of the Division of Camarines Sur. As you can see from our dashboard, as of date, we have a total of 10,091 schools. Jen, please. This one. Okay. And out of the 10,091 schools, 476 has participated in the early registration as of this morning. And our total early registration enrollment, early registration enrollment is 33,446. Last year, our total enrollment for early registration is 113,373, equivalent to 29,000. The equivalent of our registration now, which is 33,446, is 29.50% pa lang po. So we are again calling the attention of all the school heads, calling all the attention of all LIS and EBEIS coordinators to please participate in the early registration. So, kailangan po natin na makaparticipate na po tayo sa early registration. Kaya, sana po kung hindi pa kayo nag-online, kasi hindi po sa district makikita yung enrollment kung nag-submit po kayo sa district. It should be done online. So, gamitin niyo po yung account ng school. As sinabi kanina ni Russell na kung hindi niyo po ma-open yung account ng school, you can just contact us at the planning unit para po mapalitan po namin yung inyong username and password, but with the approval of the school head po. Kasi hindi po kami nagpapalit ng username and password kung wala pong approval ng school head or ng OIC. And kanina po pala yung tanong, kung wala pa pong school head yung school, of course, meron po siyang designated na officer in charge. Kaya yun yung pong gamitin na account, yung account ng officer in charge. So i-register na po yan sa sa system para at least mag-appear na po sa pangalan ng OIC yung account ng school. Okay, so out of 113,000 po, 33,446 pa lang tayo as of today. So kailangan pa po natin ng at least 71%. Okay? So, habol-habol po tayo. Okay, I'll move on to the issuance of DepEd Memorandum Number 008, Series of 2001, on the deferment of the conduct of early registration for school year 2021-2022. It was cascaded to the regional office on March 9, 2021, and it was also cascaded to the field by the Schools Division of Camarines Sur on March 22, 2021. defining the modes of early registration enrollment. And then, ito na po yung unsigned memorandum. Kasi prepare po yung PowerPoint natin, hindi pa po napipirmahan yung, yung memo. But here is the signed memorandum po of our schools division superintendent. Ito po, yan. And siya, pirmado na po siya. Ayan, ito po yung pirma ng ating superintendent. Okay? So, that's Division Memorandum 119 series of 2021. Reiterating, Department of Memorandum number 008 2021 on the deferment of conduct of early registration for school year 2021-2022, which is from March 26, 2021 to April 30, 2021. And nakapaloob din po dito yung enrollment policy. Where all incoming kindergarten, grade 1, grade 7, and grade 11 is requested to pre-register via online on LIS EBEIS and participate in the early registration. However, private schools are also enjoined to or encouraged to conduct their respective early registration activities within the said time frame, March 26 to April 30, 2021. And this memorandum also reiterates that schools should prioritize health safety of its teaching and non-teaching staff by adopting alternative measures rather than face-to-face modality. Okay, so kaya po ang pinaka-importante dito is yung safety ng ating mga teaching and non-teaching personnel together with, of course, our clients, yung mga parents ng ating mga learners para maiwasan po natin yung pag-spread ng COVID-19. As we are all aware, COVID-19 is again booming. Dumadami na naman po yung kaso ng COVID-19 dito sa atin. Okay? So let me give you some early registration awareness campaign. Number 1, of course, we have posted this information in the SDO Camarines Sur. And of course, district are also requested to post information about early registration in their district web and school websites and official DepEd Tayo page. We can also coordinate with the municipal and barangay LGU partners and other civic organization for the conduct of awareness campaign. However, please see to it that the safety measure of the teaching and non-teaching personnel and the school heads are also watched out. Okay? Hanging of streamers and our information materials in the school facade, barangay hall, and other conspicuous areas in the community. Of course, lagi natin kasama at katulong yung mga miyembro ng ating local government unit, especially in the barangay. So yung mga barangay officials po, especially the education committee, will always be available in sharing and helping us in the dissemination of information. And then we can also send message via SMS or messenger, yung chat natin, or of course, email. And then, gaya po ng ginagawa natin, we can also broadcast using the YouTube video or FB Live. So we can campaign using YouTube and FB. YouTube and, YouTube and FB Live. And, of course, Messenger, pinaka best way para gamitin ngayon, yung Messenger and yung text messages. Okay? Kagaya po ng ginawa ng SDO Camarines Sur, meron po kaming ginawang campaign na si Ma'am SDS po, Ma'am Lloyda Nidea ang nagsalita tungkol sa promotion ng early registration. And I guess, Ping, nailabas na natin ba yung yung campaign ni Ma'am on YouTube? Ay, hindi pa. Okay, siguro po baka within this week po may papalalabas na po namin yon. And then we can also establish hotlines available for information to be sent via text messages, calls, messenger, or electronic mail. So yun po yung mga pwede natin gawin pa. And of course, lastly, we can mobilize our barangay partners and other civic organizations in distributing and retrieving early registration enrollment form. Okay, so those are the awareness campaign mode on how we can participate and we can actually go through early registration for 2020-2021. Okay? The division memorandum also reiterates the age qualification for kindergarten learners in both public and private schools as stipulated in DepEd Order number 20, series of 2018. The age qualification for kindergarten in both private and private schools, public and private schools should be 5 years old by June 1 every calendar year. Okay, so may nagtatanong po na yung mga learners daw nila is kulang pa sa edad. So ito po yung dapat nating sundin na DepEd order, yung DepEd order number 20 series of 2018, hindi pa po siya napapalitan. Okay? So yung age qualification po natin is 5 years old by June 1 every calendar year. Okay? However, the school may also consider learners entering kindergarten who will turn 5 years old by end of August on the condition that the Philippine Early Childhood Development or ECD checklist must be administered to the learner prior to the start of the opening of school year to ensure that the learner is capable of meeting the expectations of the grade level. Okay? So dito yung camera. Dito na ako mag-face. Yan. Alright? Parents may provide documentation and or certification of the learner's previous early childhood education, EC experience, that is preschool, daycare, pre-kindergarten, in addition to the results of the Philippine ECD checklist. Okay. May sinabi rin po ng DepEd order number 20, series of 2018, na yung mga schools commencing their school year beyond June, the requirement that kindergarten learners should be 5 years old by June 1, and the extension period ending on August 31 shall be adjusted. Okay? For schools commencing their school year in July, kindergarten learners should be 5 years old by July 1, and the extension period shall be until September 30. For schools commencing their school year in August, kindergarten learners should be 5 years old by August 1, and the extension period shall be until October 31. Ngayon, may magtatanong na naman po sa inyo, nag-start po tayo ng October 5, if I am not mistaken. Di dapat po baga October, November, December? Hindi po. We are following DepEd Order number 20 series of 2018. So wala pa pong guidelines na bago na nagsasabi na iurong po yung date of birth ng mga estudyante. So ito po yung existing policy ng DepEd Order number 20. Again, DepEd Order number 20 series of 2018 on the school age of those entrants to kindergarten. Okay, so wala po tayong issue tungkol dyan. Ito pa rin yung batas na nananatiling operational up to hanggang ngayon. Okay? Alright. So, yan po lamang. Yung mga ALS Learning Centers po, ganun din po yung proseso ng registration. Mag-accept din po sila ng early registration for ALS. So, you can go to the learning centers. And yung mga learning centers po ng ALS, meron din po yata silang provide na hotlines para po kayo ay maka-pre-register for grade 7 and grade 11. Ayan. So dalhin lang po yung mga requirements na kayo po ay nakapasa na para kayo ay ma-admit sa ano. Okay. Ang pinaka-importante po sa Division Memorandum number 119 series of 2021 is the implementation of DepEd Order number 19 series of 2008 on no collection policy in all public elementary and secondary schools, and it should be strictly followed. So no payment shall be collected from parents or guardians as part of the procedure of early registration. Again, it's DepEd Order number 19 series of 2008. There is strictly prohibited po ang collection. So there should be no collection policy for this early registration for school year 2021-2022. Okay? So, kung may mga katanungan po, you can still provide your questions sa ating YouTube chat. At later on, probably we can answer those questions. Okay? Alright, so thank you. Ito po yung efforts po ng planning unit. So from the bottom of our hearts, in behalf of my colleagues in the planning unit, Aline, Russell, John Jelly, Jenaline, this is Raquel saying good noon and thank you very much to everybody. Yung mga questions po, entertain natin mamaya. And at this point, I would like to give you one of the very important person in the SGOD, always supporting the planning unit, planning and research unit, ladies and gentlemen, our education program supervisor, Dr. William A. Villare, for the closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Raquel Papa. Good day to everyone. Allow me first to give my respect to our school's division superintendent, Dr. Loida N. Nedea, our SGOD chief, Sir Peter Pilonio, and the planning unit staff of SDO Camarines Sur, headed by Ms. Raquel Papa, together with Allen Ojeda, Russell Catolico, John Gili Tablizo, and Jenaline Toscano. The attendance and participation of district LIS, ICT coordinators, school heads, and school LIS, ICT coordinators has given you all the opportunity to get updates on LIS and EBEIS concerns that are needed to be recorded and submitted to the proper office. We just hope that this division virtual orientation has equipped all the participants with the necessary tools and information that are very useful in the enrollment system and database in the school. We expect, therefore, that all schools will be able to submit the reports on time. I know that the planning unit is always ready to give you technical assistance whenever you need it 24/7. Thank you and mabuhay po tayong lahat. Congratulations to the planning unit.
Thank you very much, Sir Wab, for gracing our virtual meeting on the orientation of LIS and EBEIS coordinators, ICT coordinators, and school heads on the new government forms. May question po pala kanina kung kailangan daw po masignan po yung government forms. Kung ano po yung nakalagay doon ng mga signatory, dapat po ma-follow rin yun, di ba? Yung nandun yung school head, tsaka yung planning officer, i-validate po kasi yan ng planning unit. So, ipapasok nyo po yan sa EBIS, pero i-validate po ng planning unit. So, 1,091 schools po, lahat po yan i-validate ng mga nasa planning unit. Kaya kailangan din po kayo mag-submit ng government form sa planning unit. However, wag na po kayong pumunta dito sa Division of Camarines Sur para sa division office para po mag-submit ng inyong mga government forms. We would like to announce to everybody po that the Division IT has created a link on where you can submit your soft copy, scanned copy of your government forms. So, si Sir Rick Perez po, together with the IT officer, Mr. Felipe Nebrea, has created po a link in the website wherein you can submit your online, wherein you can submit online your government forms. Okay, so hindi na po kayo kailangan mag-flock dito sa division office para po mag-submit ng inyong forms. I-submit nyo na lang po doon sa website on the particular link which in-announce nyo na ba kanina? Which was announced kanina po. But we will also put it in our individual Facebook account sa planning. Pati po sa website, nandun na rin yung link kung saan po kayo pwede mag-submit ng inyong mga government forms. So, sana po, bago po magtapos yung submitan ng government forms, makasubmit po tayo kasi kailangan din po yan i-validate. Now, since hindi na po kayo pupunta dito sa division office, so malilesen na rin po yung expenses nyo at malilesen na rin po yung time na mag-submit kayo ng government forms dito sa amin. Kasi kailangan po, i-click namin yung validated sa EBEIS pag nakasubmit na po kayo. Kasi hindi po kayo makaka-participate pag hindi po na-validate. Halimbawa po, naka-log on na kayo sa EBEIS, naka-enter na kayo ng data sa EBEIS, pero hindi po kayo nag-submit ng copy sa amin, paano po namin mababalidate yon? So, hindi po namin mababalidate, submitted lang po yung status nyo lagi. And sana po hindi na mangyari na 12 o'clock ng gabi, before submission date, tumatawag pa rin po kami sa inyo. Lahat ng mga planning staff, pati ako, tumatawag po kami sa lahat ng mga schools na hindi pa po nakakasubmit. Sana maiwasan po natin yon. And sana po, we can always, sabi ko baga yung pag-start po natin ng orientation noong 2019 din na we are now starting with the computerization program of the planning unit. Kaya gumagawa na po kami ng lahat ng mga means on how to submit your data in the most possible and the most probable, pinakamabilis na paraan para po makasubmit tayo ng data. So, yung link po nasa website na kung saan po kayo magsasubmit ng inyong government form. Okay? So, yung deadline po ng government form wala pa, basta nag-start na po siya. Pero before po mag-end siya, maglalagay po ng submission date yung EBEIS system. So, titingnan nyo lang po pagbukas niyo ng account nyo kung may possible deadline na po on the submission. Lagi naman po merong ganun. So, kailangan po, bisitahin nyo lang po lagi yung account nyo. Kasi minsan, kung hindi nabibisita yung account, nakakalimutan po yung password, nakakalimutan po yung username. And then, magre-request na naman po sa amin. By the way, yung pag-request po ng inyong username and password, hindi po yan basta-basta. Na kahit sino po magre-request ng username at password. Kailangan po, alam po yan ng OIC, ng school, ng TIC ng school or ng principal ng school. Hindi po kami basta-basta nag-approve na magpalit ng username at user password Kasi po, baka kami naman yung ma-put on risk. Okay? So, kailangan po laging approve ng school head. Now, yung mga username and password nyo po, kahit din po kayo, pwede na rin po kayong gumawa noon. Kailangan nyo lang po na pag-aralan po yung sistema para ma-change po nyo yung password at yung username. So by the school level, pwede na po kayong gumawa noon kahit hindi na po papuntahin dito sa division level. Pero sa mga baguhan po, you can still ask for our assistance. Tutulungan din po namin kayo para may-change nyo po yung inyong account. Okay? Yung mga nagpapa-change po ng account ng school head na hindi po namin kaya dito sa division, ay fina-forward po namin yon sa regional office. And kung hindi po kaya ng regional office, fina-forward po yun ng regional office sa central office. So, may mga schools po na matagal na po nagre-request sa amin, matagal na rin po namin inaksyonan, yung name ng school head po hindi mapalit-palitan. So, i-forward na po namin yun sa RO, saka sa CO. So, mag-antay-antay na lang po tayo ng result ng amendment po on the name of school head. Like yung, na-change na ba? Ras, na-change na ba natin yung sa Tawog? Ay, sa Borebor. Si Sir Nacabarles, ayun na. Yung, take for example, yung case po ni Sir Nacabarles. Si Sir Nacabarles po was the former planning officer, OIC, dito sa division. So, yung name niya po, nakalagay po sa central office as the planning officer. So, hindi po namin ma-change dito sa division. Kaya, i-forward po namin yun sa central office yung kaso na yun. So, mabuti na change na rin po ngayon. Ganun po yung mga sitwasyon na pag ginamit na po yung pangalan sa isang school, tapos gagamitin na naman in another school, medyo na matagal-tagal po yung proseso. Okay? So, may question pa ba tayo from the YouTube chat and the Google Meet chat? Wala. Ibig sabihin, lahat naintindihan o ibig sabihin, hindi naintindihan. Sana naman, nandun tayo sa naintindihan. At any rate, yung government forms naman po is madali naman po siyang maintindihan. Basta, sana po, pag fill out, halimbawa, ikinomission yung LIS, EBEIS coordinator, or yung ICT coordinator, ikinomission ng school head na ayusin po yung government form, sana po ipacheck nyo uli sa school head nyo. Huwag po kayo mag-submit na hindi yun na-check ng school head, okay? Kasi dapat school head po yung magpirma niyan. So hindi po dapat na hindi alam ng school head. Dapat po alam yan ng OIC, alam ng TIC, alam ng principal, kung ano po yung mga inilagay na dyan. And at some point, yung inyo pong mga school head ay makaka-technical assistance pa rin sa inyo. That's part of their responsibility po na mag-technical assistance din sa mga LIS and EBEIS coordinators, ICT coordinators, na mga teachers din. Additional work lang po yung pagiging coordinator in EBEIS, LIS, and ICT. Okay? So, since wala na pong question, I would like to declare this meeting adjourned po. So, thank you very much po for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And see you po next time on our future endeavor in the planning unit of the Division of Camarines Sur. Mabuhay po ang gabos na 1,091 public elementary and secondary schools and 175 private schools kan Division of Camarines Sur. Salamat pong maray. Diyos ang magbalos.
you.